Incoming call from
Adnan said,
an inmate at Baltimore Correctional Facility. From This American Life in WBEZ Chicago, it's Serial, one episode told week by week. I'd like to preface this episode by saying that Sarah Koenig is no longer here. Her reason for refusing to appear on the final episode is as much of a mystery as the murder itself, but I guess we can devote our resources to creating a podcast about that later. For now, I'm your host, Mr. Logan M. LeBlack. On Serial, we have devoted most of our time to closely examining the people involved in the case, and while we do plan on having a surprise guest appearance later, I think that it's definitely important that we not only take a closer look at the individuals who are involved in the case, but at the crime scene itself, something our past episodes have nearly glossed over. Is there something we missed at Leakin Park? The crime scene at Leakin Park was scattered with seemingly random items. There was a condom, a rope, feathers. There were even blockbuster cases. But what does all this evidence mean? For one thing, we do know that Hayes' cause of death was manual strangulation. So why was the rope a key piece of evidence if it wasn't used to kill Hay? Certain pieces of evidence like this seem to fall out of relevancy when examined more closely. For example, the feathers found at the crime scene could have been from any park. If a bird had lost some feathers anywhere else, it wouldn't have been examined too closely by anyone. Other junk like the blockbuster cases, the condom and the condom wrapper, the empty bottle all seem to be normal pieces of trash that someone might find at any given park. The shell casings are quite suspicious, but are not likely affiliated with the crime due to the fact that Hay had not been shot. So if the examiners of the crime scene had noted several objects as evidence that may not have been related to the crime in any way, is it also possible that they missed some pieces of evidence that were? Well, as it turns out, Adnan's lawyer, Cristina Gutierrez, is not actually dead. Gutierrez was involved in something highly illegal, and because of that, she crossed over into Canada, dyed her hair, and changed her name after faking her own death. And although her circumstances are dire and her position here has been compromised, she's agreed to appear on the show so long as we don't disclose her current location. Christina has been through a lot, and she thinks she may have taken something away from the crime scene that the rest of us didn't. Christina, what exactly did you see? I'm almost completely sure Jay did it, and he would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling journalists, would he not? You see, there are many holes in Jay's story, are there not? First, he says he saw the body at a strip off of Edmondson Avenue. Next, he's going off about Best Buy. I believe you've already gone into detail on this inconsistency in his story as well as several others, have you not? Yes, Sarah has already discussed this in detail. Exactly. But not only was his story filled with holes, but was also tainted with misinformation. You see, I could explain to you how Jay is sketchy, but you already know that, do you not? You need to know why he framed Adnan for the murder. It all comes down to the crime scene. So, what happened at the crime scene? Nothing. Exactly nothing. You see, Adnan and Jay were never really best friends. I don't know what dispute they had before this happened, but Adnan and Jay had a major disagreement. And so when Jay killed Hay, all he had to do was frame Adnan was to make up a few things, which is why there wound up being so many holes in Jay's story. The crime scene was different every time, and Jay never said where they dumped the body. He left as much information out of his story as possible, did he not? I mean, think about it. Jay only led the police to where the body was buried after he heard about the story on the news. After he heard about it on the news. But Jay knew it the whole time. Jay thought he could get off with little or no punishment so long as he framed someone for the murder. And Adnan was a Muslim, an easy target, if you will. It's as simple as that. Yes, but do you have any evidence for this theory? Unfortunately, I don't, but seeing as the court convicted my client of murder without a single piece of physical evidence, I don't see how getting Jay arrested for a crime he actually did should be that difficult. Right. Well, we're running out of time, Christina. That's alright, I have to go. The FBI just broke down my door, so I have to leave anyway, do I not? Well, thanks for coming on. Anytime. We can edit that out, right? Just cut to the theme.